Record. Okay, so here we are working on UX surveys. So typically a survey is conducted online to a targeted group of people. The question on the survey will be focused on providing insight to the viability of a product, the overall opinion of a product, the future or present features of a product, and the user's opinions and feedback on aspects of the product. So obviously, like I reiterate many times, this isn't just a website. This could be like, what do you think of this new shampoo? And, you know, what did these 5 people think of this shampoo or conditioner or makeup or anything like that? So this is valuable data and analyzed and considered at the onset of a project, during testing and following up after a product is launched. Pardon me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, thank you. I'm glad I muted that in time. I did this one already. Anybody feeling allergies these days? This week is like killer for me. User survey case study. So the scenario is a loyalty program has been available for years to furnace installers companies that purchase products from Acme Furnaces, for instance. The reward for being part of the program is that when they purchase from Acme, they get credits toward future purchases that accumulate over time. Many companies, PC points, everyone's got these. The program is distributed to the 600 furnace installers in the form of a booklet and is updated and redistributed every year. Of the 600 installers, only 170 were enrolled. Of the 170, only 67 of the installers actually physically used the program. So Acme hired an agency to create a website out of their booklet in hopes that the installers would engage the program a little bit more. It wasn't just a booklet that landed somewhere and people forgot about it. Once the site was completed, Acme sat back and waited for the enrollment to come pouring in. After 1 month, only 5 installers enrolled in the program. Acme thought their website idea was solid, assumed the installers would think so too. So now frustrated with their lack of success, they hired you to come in and fix the website so more installers could engage in the program. So you, the professionals, pointed out that Acme didn't involve the installers before they built the website. Acme didn't even ask the installers if they thought the program was valuable to them. So if you're going to ask someone to use it and you're just going to go in blind and just build something that you think works best, but you have no idea what furnace installment is, how much valuable information do you think you could bring to the table versus the actual installers? You then create a survey to find out how the installers, so the users, felt about the program. If they felt the rewards were incentive enough, what would motivate them to enroll? Do they feel a website would be helpful, etc.? Upon receiving data from the surveys and other UX research techniques, you analyze the data and create a report that you shared with Acme then. So you work with the installers and Acme to fix their website based on data you accrued from your research. Enrollment went up substantially and the website was a huge success. And this is quite literally, so this is Michael Abdallah's lecture, worked for a company that actually dealt with this sort of thing. And this is actually based upon true valuable information. So as silly as it might in fact seem, it's actually literally rings true. Sorry, folks, I just have one brief, quick second, I'm sorry. To resume recording. Quantitative and qualitative data. So we discussed this previously in one of the other, I think the first week lecture. Hang on, coffee break. A survey is a great way to collect both quantitative and qualitative data from the user. Quantitative questions consist of predefined options for the user to select. So drop downs, check boxes, and etc. Qualitative questions allow the user to write their response within a text area. So what are 6 things to consider when creating an actual user survey? So have an objective. So whether it be fixing the login experience on an app or getting a sense of the overall viability of a service, knowing this before you construct questions to aid in fixing these issues is imperative. So getting consent, so make sure the user is okay that you are using their responses to collect the data, let them know what you're trying to accomplish and how you'll use their data. If required, also make sure you're okay with using their demographic information. So demographic information, their age, whereabouts they live, what do they do for a living, etc. Keep the language simple. So make sure the questions are created in a plain, simple, direct language that a participant provides may not be accurate if they don't understand the actual context of the question. So for lack of better terms, almost like keeping that information, like gearing towards the lowest kind of, that's kind of a poor choice of words, like simple, like a kid could kind of understand that, because you never know at what level people are at. Not only that, people also get very nervous, potentially get very nervous when they're doing these things. And we all know what happens when you get nervous, when you feel anxious, everything turns into like a big tornado in your brain. So keeping things as simple as possible, don't go too crazy. It'd be better to ask more questions than try to wrap all those questions up into one so you can get very direct answers. So focus on target users. So make sure to direct your surveys to users or potential users of a product. So match the persona to the participants. This will ensure the data collected is more relevant. So you guys know this. This is like, you know, if I'm building a site for kids, if I'm doing a Toys R Us website, I'm going to make sure that parents or guardians like the website, but also children, and that, so you're going to make sure that you get valuable information from everyone. So keep the questions unbiased. This is a big one. So to get more factual data, construct your questions so they don't bait the user into an ideal option. So something like, so Margarita, you really like coffee, don't you? And she's like, yeah, I guess I do, right? You know, do you like coffee? Yes or no? Why is X better than Y? So a better question would be, which of the two options do you feel is better and why? Keep it short. So if a survey asks too much of the participant, they may feel daunted and rush through the questions. You may not get quality data as a result. And try not to have more than 10 questions, and make sure the questions are 1 to 2 sentences long, maximum. So lots of popular survey tools. There are numerous tools to aid in the creation of surveys and analyzing responses. They all range from free to paid accounts and have advantages and disadvantages. They basically all function literally the same, with a few options that are more popular than others. For various reasons, we'll take a look at 3 popular tools to create UX surveys. So over on the side are several options. Some of these are paid ones, so you might obviously want to avoid that, but there's tons and tons of free ones. Obviously, again, making sure that things look still nice and professional. So if you have Microsoft 365, I'm not sure if that comes with your Mohawk membership. There's one. Microsoft Forms is an easy-to-use tool that allows you to create surveys and measure responses. The tool has some built-in analytics to evaluate responses. Granted, I don't think you're going to have too much, so you'll probably just analyze yourself. You can export data to Excel easily, and it's secure as well, which is key. Google Forms, if you have a Google account, which I imagine everybody does, you have access to Google Forms for free. It's also very easy to use, intuitive to build, and you can use it to create surveys. So there's many features that allow you to integrate the form into your web product and add logic easily. And results are displayed in familiar analytics, charts and text displays. You can also share it in Excel or in Google Docs. SurveyMonkey is a big one. SurveyMonkey is a popular survey tool that has both free and paid plans. I believe it's like either up to X amount of people can do the survey or X amount of questions, if I remember correctly, before you have to get to the paid portion. It's very easy to use because the clean interface, intuitive features. There's lots of features available. It's secure. It has embedded question bank features that has built-in questions that can, in fact, be customized. Survey results and reporting tools are robust and customizable, and integrates with many other vendors like WordPress, Salesforce, Trello, etc. Jotform, again, this is a great one and it's free. It's easy, lots of form sharing, mobile version's great. There's good support and then lots of app integration as well.